Hello and welcome to the March edition of Community Connect, brought to you by the Marshall Area Chamber of Commerce. This month's guest is Aaron Ziemer. Aaron is the sales manager at Marshall Radio. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about all the good things that happened in the Marshall area here in February. There's been a new exhibit since about mid-January at the at MAFAC, the Marshall Area Fine Arts Council. Alma Hale has been there with his exhibit, Photoshop Manipulations, and they'll be here through a few more weeks on March 15th. So swing on in, check it out, and do some shopping downtown as well. Back on February 10th is one of my favorite events all year long. It was the Gold Rush Raffle. Aaron, I know you were there at record numbers. It was just a really fun vibe at that event.
Yeah, it was. It seemed like a larger crowd this year than the last couple, but a great crowd, a lot of milling around, a lot of people interacting and talking, and it was it's always a fun event, but it certainly had a really nice feel and vibe to it this year.
I would agree. I think there's probably more mingling around for the first time in many, many years, so it's good to see, and a really successful event. So thanks to all the planners, thanks to everybody that attended the Gold Rush Raffle on February 10th. Back on February 12th, Small Town Events and Visit Marshall, along with the Chamber, are sponsoring the first inaugural Small Town Burger Battle. It has been at a number of different bars. It's at Brow Brothers, it's at the Gambler, the Panino over at the pub, the Wooden Nickel, and the Atlantic Place. And Aaron, have you had any of the burgers yet?
Had a couple.
Yeah, yeah. Brock Clay, the owner of Small Town Events, called me a week ago. Today is Tuesday, March, the 5th today. They had already given out 650 ballots.
Wow.
And that was a week ago, and it still had 2 weeks to go. So congratulations to Brock, and good job getting the word out about all the good burgers in town. And it's not too late to get your favorite burgers through this Friday, the 8th. On Monday, the 19th of February, MAFAC had a performance called Camille and Stewie. This was also at the Schwann's Performing Arts Center at the high school. This is one of a number of handful events that MAFAC puts on throughout the year, and thanks to everybody that attended that. Finally, on the Chamber side of things, thanks to Sky Printing, who hosted a Business After Hours a few weeks ago. We had a good showing of the event, and it was a good way to show off a new location for Sky Printing out in the industrial park. So thanks to everybody that came to that. So again, this month's guest, Aaron Ziemer, you've heard him on the radio, so this might be the first time you've ever seen him. So now you get to see that face. So again, thanks for being here. So
I never know how to take that one, if you know what I'm saying,
right.
when you're in radio. But
right.
Believe it or not, I spent a lot of hours down here when I was in college. So
Yeah, I did not. I would imagine it hasn't changed a whole lot in here.
No, not too much.
All right, so each and every March it is the home show. This year, Belter Windows, Siding, and Roofing is the sponsor. It's coming up in a few weeks. How is preparation going for this year's show?
Well, preparation, as you can imagine, is well underway. We are excited about what the show is going to bring this year. We are going to have well over 50 vendors, probably closer to 60 by the time we're all said and done. We've only got a few spaces left, so it's been awesome to be able to approach it with that kind of energy. But yeah, you mentioned Belter Window Siding and Roofing. They're the sponsor. We're calling it the Belter Window Siding and Roofing Marshall Home Show this year. So we're excited to have them. Vendors from both locally and really across the region are going to be at this event. A lot of new vendors this year, so that part is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's always good to have new vendors, people like that. Last year, gosh, I don't know. What was the number of people who walked through last year?
So last year we had 2,300 people that went through between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Now the show itself is Saturday and Sunday. We do a little chamber event on Friday for the chamber and for the vendors. So we were really excited about the show that we were able to put on last year. I think this year's show is going to be the biggest we've ever had.
Yeah.
We have more vendors this year. We have a lot of returning vendors, items that, maybe with some of the slowdowns and things coming out of COVID, that there were all these wait times for. Those things those wait times really aren't there for some of these products anymore. So some of those vendors are back in the show this year. So we're really excited about that. So we're really excited to kind of see what the turnout's going to be.
Mm-hmm. And for those that don't know, tell the watchers what those days and times are.
So the show this year is going to be March 23rd and 24th. On Saturday the 23rd, we'll be there from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. And then on Sunday it's 11 till 3. So those are the two times, those are the show times for those dates. It's going to be at Red Baron Arena, where we've always had it. It's one of the first real events when the ice comes out, so we're certainly excited to kick off that portion of the season too.
In course, with the mild weather, we are going to have perfect weather that weekend.
Well, we hope that there's going to be nice weather. You know how March is, right?
Yeah.
It's literally a flip of a coin some days. I can tell you, I've never golfed before the home show until this last week.
Right.
That was something that was a new experience. But yeah, I mean, we're hoping that we have decent weather. I think a lot of people have spring fever right now. Because we've had a relatively warm February and March so far has been beautiful, but you know, what is the old wives' tale in the state of Minnesota, that any time that the state tournament's going on, usually Mother Nature has one last surprise for us. So we never know, but you know, we'll be ready to handle it regardless.
Yep. So the home show is it's kind of a vague term that encompasses so many things.
Yes.
Talk about what kind of vendors we'll see. Is it just for home improvement, or what are we expecting this year?
Well, as you'd imagine, that's a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
Home improvement. You know, Minnesota, traditionally, you sit in your house all winter long and you start thinking about all the things you want to do around the house, right? And so the weather starts getting nice, and so home improvement is a big part of it. But as always with our show, we have really gotten into this outdoor living, outdoor recreation portion as well. So things like golf carts, things like UTVs, ATVs, trucks. Sometimes, you know, in Minnesota, you sometimes need a pickup truck, especially in the spring. All of those things we're expecting to be at the home show this year. Of course, we're going to have, you know, the vendors that are going to be there for home projects, remodeling. That is always going to be the bread and butter of the show. But there's just so much about our Minnesota lifestyle that we try to encompass with this show, because it's, for a while we called it the home and outdoor living show, and that got to be a mouthful, as you can kind of imagine. So we went back to the home show to call it that. But this year, like in a lot of other years, we've incorporated some really cool prizes to get people involved. You want me to share what that one is?
Absolutely.
So this year we're going to be giving away what we're going to call a party, or a patio party, essentially. It's going to include some patio furniture. It's going to include a pizza oven. It's going to include some adult 21 and over beverages. So you have to be 21 and older to register to win this party. But it's everything encompassing this patio party. So it's going to be kind of a fun little theme to put on it this year. It's something that we haven't previously done, but we're excited about where it's headed. So fire pit is going to be as part of that prize. So yeah, you'll want to come out and register for it, because somebody will win that. And the best part about this show, and so many shows like it, as you're going into the door, they charge you $5 or $10 just to walk through, right? The best part about this show is we don't charge you anything.
There's no cost.
It's absolutely free. So come on out, take a look at some of the vendors. You know, whether it's a home project, or maybe you're looking for a new home, maybe you're looking for, you know, some financing for a project, maybe you're looking for homeowners insurance. We're going to have all of those things available at this show, so we're really excited about it.
That's good. You had mentioned 2,300. Was that a record last year? I mean, that's pretty high.
Yes, that is the most we've ever had come through that show. It was 2,300 last year, and we were able to you know, kind of go back and talk to a lot of people about that attendance last year, and I think that has kind of created a lot of the momentum for this year. I mean, I think that's why a lot of people are really excited. We honestly have vendors that at the show tell us we're back next year. It's exciting.
That is super exciting. I always get energized. I like to bring people there. I try to go there for sure on Saturday. I have Sunday on Friday, and I try to drag people there on Sunday as well. Remind the watchers one more time on those dates.
So yeah, the dates coming up once again, they'll be March 23rd and 24th. It's a Saturday and Sunday, Red Baron Arena. The times on Saturday will be there from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. and then Sunday 11 a.m. until 3 p.m.
Yeah, the beauty of this, as Aaron had said, this is like one of the first things that happens on the expo side of the arena after the ice comes off, but it's the first of many. It's the kickoff of many because there's the youth sports show, there is the beer vendor show, there is the spring vendor show. It is one of many events here, and that's just through middle of May. So, yeah, come on out to the home show 23rd and 24th. And you won't be disappointed. Anything else you want to tell our watchers today?
Hey, if anybody is looking for more information on the show, very easy website to remember. It's marshallhomeshow.com. You can go there. You can see the list of vendors for yourself. Those are updated. Most of them probably have links already built in. We're kind of building that as we go because there's a few last-minute additions that we'll make to that. But it's marshallhomeshow.com. If you're a vendor out there and you see that, probably best to call the radio station to get signed up at this point, just given the space limitation issues. But give us a call. Radio station phone number 507-532-2282. And we can find a way to get you connected.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Aaron. I'm looking forward to it already.
Thank you. Well, so are we.
All right. Let's talk about a few other things in March. So as I mentioned, today is the March 5th. We're recording today. Tomorrow is one of our larger events all year long. It's our State of the City address. We have, last I counted, I was 143. Aaron, that's always a pretty solid event for the community.
I love that. I love that event. It is great to hear what has been going on in the community. I like the back and forth between the mayor and the city administrator, Sharon. They have a nice little back and forth presentation that they do. And it's good to keep updated on what's going on in our community and in our area. So I think it's a great place to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've heard from others saying I left the State of the City wanting to hear more. So it is a really good event. It's the 6th year of doing it already. So it's not too late to give us a quick call and get registered by calling 532-4484. This upcoming Saturday, the Lyon County Pheasants Forever Banquet is going to be held at the Five Family Ranch. This year is number 41. It's 41 years this event has been going on. So you can expect a fun time at this event. It's always a great crowd. And this year it's going to be at Five Family Ranch. Next week on the 12th, Anita Gall, member of the State Emblems Redesign Commission, will be presenting at the Marshall-Lyon County Library. The 12th is next Tuesday at 6:30. She'll be discussing Minnesota's new state flag and state seal. So if you have any questions about that, of course, there's a little bit of an uproar about the flag. This is your opportunity to go talk with somebody that's actually sat on the committee. The Marshall Downtown Business Association is bringing back the St. Patrick's Day Parade on March 16th. This is the day before St. Patrick's Day at 3 o'clock. Businesses, we're still looking for some more businesses to sign up. Right now, I believe we have 23 or 24 businesses that are going through with a float or walking. Again, 3 o'clock. If you're not going to be a business, come on down. I know people are excited to come watch a parade. Again, 3 o'clock, March 16th. We just got the shirts in today. If you buy a shirt, you'll get exclusive deals at some of the bars downtown. Of course, as we talked about, the Belter Windows Siding and Roofing and Marshall Home Show is at the Red Baron on the 23rd and 24th. That should be in your head by now after Aaron and I just got to talk about it. So again, mark your calendars for those 2 days. On the chamber side of things, we're excited to hear from Dr. Amy Full and see her new dentist office with our Young Professionals event on Tuesday the 19th. And finally, we are 2 months into our to the year, and this coupon book has already been out for 2 months. It's good for another 10 months. You're actually, if you don't get one, you're actually losing money by not getting them because it's $5,000 worth of sales, and it's a $30 book. Aaron, you love this book.
Yes, use it all the time.
Yeah, and you're probably still selling a few.
Yes, well, actually, I kind of...
You sold all of them.
Sold all mine.
Okay,
So.
I have more.
First time that's ever happened.
Awesome. All right. All these events in March can be found at our website at marshallmn.org. Also, take a look at the events page on the visit page at visitmarshallmn.com. Thanks again for tuning in to March edition. Aaron, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Next month, Jeremy Williams, Superintendent of Marshall Public Schools, will be our guest. We'll see you then.